All right, I'm back. I'm back. Lost my connection. So, like I was saying, the Netflix Paramount deal is done. Netflix has pulled out of they've pulled out of the Paramount bid, and Paramount is now the official owner of Netflix. So now, what becomes of the Hollywood studios? Let's see. Let's go ahead and just look at this article from the Wall Street Journal. So Netflix is not going to match Paramount's offer for the Warner Brothers brand, which leaves what? How many big Hollywood studios are there now? Are there now? I know Universal is up there. Obviously Disney. So now these are like the top. Well, let's go ahead and remove Warner Brothers out of that picture because Warner Brothers is now part of Paramount Pictures. So the big four Hollywood film studios are now what? Disney, Universal Studios, Universal Pictures, Sony Pictures, and now Paramount Pictures. Warner Brothers is no more, unfortunately. So those are the big four Hollywood studios. I told you guys that I worked for DreamWorks Pictures. DreamWorks, they have a partnership with Universal though. So this is the four. These are the four studios right now that control theatrical content in the world. So Netflix is done. They're no longer, I don't know, are they going to, what are the other options out there for Netflix? Are they going to buy a smaller studio to own? You know that Amazon owns MGM Studios right now. So they are trying to get into the theatrical release space. But this is a well-fought battle. Some people are saying it's about $110 billion deal. Netflix initially offered $77 billion, but then CNN was not included in that deal. Paramount came in with a bigger, better offer, essentially buying all of Warner Brothers Discovery's assets. And then Netflix had the option to match the offer and they walked away. Sarandos. That's this guy right here in the middle. He's one of the top executives at Netflix. He went on record and said that, you know what, the fight was great, the bidding war. We did the best that we could. Unfortunately, we're just not going to match Paramount's offer. So that is David Ellison. His father, David Ellison's father is Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison, net worth. Let's see what Larry Ellison's net worth is. So Larry Ellison, I mean, they basically threw money behind the offer. That's basically what they did. So he's worth $227 billion. Let's see, top five richest people in the world. I think Ellison is probably up there. Oh, he's not. Let's say top 10. Ellison is the founder of Oracle. So there it is. The 10 richest people in the world as of today. Elon Musk leads it. 775 billion is probably going to be the first trillionaire in mankind. Larry Page, I wasn't expecting that. The co-founder of Google's up there is number two. Sergey Brin, also co-founder of Google. Number three. Bezos is four. Zuckerberg is five. Dangote no dey here. Oh. Dangote no dey here. Dangote's money pales in comparison to these guys. So Larry Ellison is number six. He's the father of David Ellison, the new owner of Paramount, Skydance, Warner Brothers. Jensen Huang is number eight. That's the CEO of Nvidia. I wasn't expecting that. Bernard Arnault and family, the chairman of the Louis Vuitton brand. Sorry, Louis Vuitton companies. LV, LVMH. Amancio Ortega, who is that? Okay, then Warren Buffett rounds it up at number 10. So let's look at this article. Warner Brothers emerged victorious in the bidding war. Sorry, Paramount Skydance emerged victorious in the bidding war for Warner Brothers after Netflix said it wouldn't match the David Ellison-led company's latest offer for the iconic Hollywood property. So Netflix pulled the plug on its deal soon after the board of directors said it determined Paramount's $31 per share offer for the entire company was superior to Netflix's bid for Warner Brothers movie and television studios than HBO Max. So on the Warner Brothers deal, CNN, owned by on the Netflix offer, the bid did not include the CNN property. But now this is an all-encompassing end-to-end deal for Paramount. They own Warner Brothers Discovery outright. Every single asset is now owned by David Ellison. So Paramount Studios, you guys know they make the Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise. This is a storied company. Skydance actually bought Paramount. So what are they going to name this new company now? How are they going to fit Warner Brothers into it? Is it just going to be just Paramount, Skydance, Warner Brothers? Like how are they going to name it? So quotes here, we've always been disciplined and at the price required to match Paramount Skydance latest offer, the deal is no longer financially attractive, so we are declining to match Skydance's offer. Netflix co-executives Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters said, this transaction was always a nice to have. I like that. I like this quote. The transaction was always a nice to have at the right price, not a must have at any price. So pending regulatory approval, you know this is going to be approved. You already know Donald Trump likes the Ellisons. He's in support of the Ellisons. He even went out and said that they should fire. There was someone that he wanted Netflix to fire or something like that. So this actually plays into the Trump playbook. This is obviously going to be approved. They have to go through the antitrust regulatory approval system, which officially will put Warner Brothers Discovery under the Paramount Skydance umbrella. So they will own not only Warner Brothers and HBO, but also many other popular cable networks, including CNN, TNT, TBS, and Food Network. Oh man, the deal represents a ground shift for the entertainment company, which is trying to adapt to a seismic shift in audience habits and technology. So once our board votes to adopt the Paramount merger agreement, it will create tremendous value for our shareholders, said Warner Brothers CEO David Zaslav. So the shares of Paramount jumped 10%, while Netflix was up 7%. So I guess all you guys know, the Nigerian Nollywood movies now will just remain there in Netflix. I think Netflix, what is next for Netflix? What is next for Netflix in acquiring a studio? ChatGPT is super slow these days. I don't know what's going on. Okay, what else is out there? There's really nothing. out there that will be of interest to these guys? Okay, 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 okay. So when Ellison Skydance Media acquired control of Paramount, yep, Skydance bought Paramount not too long ago. Okay, last August, they immediately went after Warner Brothers. Paramount was seen as too small to compete against deep-pocketed giants like Disney, Netflix, and Amazon.com. So then how much, though, was the deal? Earlier this week, Paramount submitted its revised bid of $31 a share, about $81 billion dollars. So the offer included an increased $7 billion in termination fee that Paramount will pay if the transaction failed to close because of regulatory concerns. Paramount said it would foot the bill for the 2.8 billion breakup fee. So Netflix isn't entirely, yes, they lost the brand, they lost the bid, but hey, they are still walking away with nearly $3 billion though, in all cash too. All cash. All cash. Paramount's deal will also face scrutiny from federal regulators. They're going to approve it now. I don't see why they wouldn't. And now they have to compete with Disney, Universal, Sony. Maybe, perhaps, Netflix would be interested in buying Sony. Perhaps. Let's see. Lately, the Warner Brothers movie studio has been on a hot streak with hits. Okay, okay, okay. So Sinners is now going to fall under Paramount. Who wouldn't want to see a Tom Cruise? What's this Sinners actor's name? Golly, it would be nice to have them both on the screen together. Tom Cruise and Michael B. Jordan in the movie would be nice. So Warner Brothers persuaded Paramount to keep sweetening its offer and make key concessions in negotiations despite the bad blood between the two companies throughout much of its process. At the end of the day, cash is king. Cash is king. Paramount basically just came with a better offer, and Netflix decided that they're not going to match it. It is what it is, but I do want to see though. I would love, love, love to see Tom Cruise and Michael B. Jordan share a scene. I think that'd be good for entertainment in Hollywood. Let's see what's. I think that's about it, man. That's about it. Friday, Friday, Friday. What am I doing? It's almost 2:30 here in Las Vegas. What am I gonna do with myself for the rest of the day? CJ says I'm kidding. What was the deal about? It's about control now. Paramount needed that property in order to be able to compete with the four others that I mentioned. So now that they've gained Warner Brothers, they have a good slate of movies. They have good partnership with the creative industry. They definitely have the money. The sixth richest man in the world, Larry Ellison, is also behind this deal. So expect them to continue pumping out good quality movies, both for theatrical releases and also for the streaming platforms. So I just we I should probably renew my Paramount subscription. I canceled it 2 weeks ago because we have too many damn apps. Too many. And the girls have been bugging us. We need Paramount back. We need Paramount back. So with this Warner Brothers deal now, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just cave and subscribe to Paramount again. No, we do the ad portion. It's like $8.99 a month. If you want to go ad free, I think it's like $15 or so. So more than likely, I'm going to sign up or resubscribe to Paramount. Not because of this deal though, but Netflix needs a studio behind them. They need a studio. Amazon already has MGM Studios. I feel Netflix needs a studio. But then who are they going to buy? Are they going to buy DreamWorks? DreamWorks is not selling. DreamWorks has a deal with Universal Studios right now. I think the only one that would be attractive would be maybe the Sony purchase. But I feel if Netflix wants to penetrate theatrical releases, they need to have a legacy Hollywood studio in their fold. Netflix will fund me next. See you. You talk funding, funding, funding. I like your ambition though, CJ. You're very passionate about this multiple projects that you have going on. And like I told you, you need to simplify, CJ. Your projects are a little bit confusing to me. But like I said, I'll bring you onto the program one day for you to explain your projects. All right, man. It's Friday, man. I just want to start my weekend. It's been a long week. Um, I'm going golfing tomorrow. Maybe. I still gotta get with my boys. I thought we had agreed that we were going golfing tomorrow. I couldn't get to tea time. Sorry, I've been okay. So I can try for next. Okay, so I guess I'm not going golfing tomorrow then. So it'll be next Saturday. Okay, that works for me. That works for me. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to, I'm going to try and schedule something tomorrow. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow with Kate and we can talk about maybe what's trending in the US and Nigeria in entertainment, politics, global markets. So tomorrow, now that I'm not going golfing anymore tomorrow, I'm going to come on live and try and bring Kate on board. All right. What do you guys think about the Netflix Paramount deal for you guys who follow entertainment like I do? It is what it is, man, 77 billion versus 81 billion. Which one would you choose? So they sold. Warner Brothers sold ultimately to Paramount. $81 billion. Nope, not golfing tomorrow. Kate is asking. All right, CJ, I'll catch you now on the next one. Sorry, guys, for the technical hiccup. It threw me off. It threw me off. But I had to come on and complete it. So I'll catch you guys now on the next one. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I go live. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the day, CJ. Have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. Talk to you guys on the next one. Mm.